Hey guys, George MGR Performance. There's a series of videos concerning this head, and what I'm doing today, I already did a back cut on the exhaust valve, which I never do on an LS engine. It was a 30-degree back cut, and it did not work. It did not gain. It actually lost 5 CFM pretty much everywhere. So today I did a 40-degree back cut. So the main seat area is 45, and I did just a 40-degree on the top. Let's see what happens. And the margin should be around 60 thou. $70,000. All right, I'm gonna put it in, and I'm gonna install the cylinder head the way it was before. Do another flow test on the exhaust and see if this picks up any, because I'm not touching the port anymore. So the next step after this, multi-angle valve job, reblend, and pretty much it. Then we can see what it does and write up a program for the CNC machine and see what happens. All right guys, so we saw what 40-degree back cut did on the exhaust side. It's not that much of a difference, but it did pick up 4 CFM at 100. It picked up 1 CFM at 200. Then it's pretty much all the same. So considering it picked up a little bit, it's not a bad thing, but it's not a substantial difference. So I took another valve and I did a different angle back cut on the top on the intake, and we're gonna try that. And it's a nice large back cut also. Let's see what it does on the intake. So I'm gonna take the head off, install this valve, and retest the intake. Like I said, I'm not touching the port. I'm just experimenting with different margins, back cuts, and angles. This is a 29-degree back cut instead of a 30. All right, guys, as expected, because I've done this before, and I did a different back cut on the intake valve, different angle, and this is the last test to this test. I gained 2 CFM at 100. I gained 4 CFM at 200. I gained 3 CFM at 300. I gained 3 CFM at 400. Gained 4 CFM at 500. Gained 5.5 CFM at 600. Gained 2 CFM at 7. Lost 1 at 8. And the rest is pretty much the same. So considering instead of doing one angle, doing another angle on the back cut, this is way better. Look at the numbers now: 75, 155 with a 2-inch valve, 213 with a 2-inch valve. That's crazy numbers. I've done so much work on these heads in the past, and I play with the margins and back cuts and all that stuff, and it all pays off because I didn't touch the port. I just play with the valve, and now it means it's moving some really good air, you know. Forget the 950, 313, but it's going 213 at 3, it's going 283 at 5, it's going 303 at 7. Really, really good. A really, really good template to create a CNC program for this head, and I'm very happy with it. I hope you guys enjoy the ride. Little things, you see, that was the other valve. Same margin, different angle, and we're getting 4 or 5 CFM. Because this camshaft, any LS camshaft is going to be about 620 lift or something like that. I'd rather have that 5 CFM in this area than up here. So George MGR Performance, hit a like, subscribe. You're learning a few things over here that other people will never show you. Quite frankly, I don't care, because like I said, we can only take so much work. We can't take all the jobs, and especially porting is very time consuming. I try to do porting only on engines that I'm building myself, because you know, I have to finish my own jobs before I do for other people, right? So take it for what it is. Just these are good numbers. These are really good numbers for a 2-inch valve. Forget about the high lift. Look at these numbers. And I got 3 CFM of leakage into it, because I did the leak down test like I always do, and my clay, it's not like some other guys, they have their clay all the way up here. I mean, if I go ahead and I make a clay that sticks all the way up here, this head will go 320. But that's not how it works. You know what I mean? You're supposed to have a 5/8 radius, which that's pretty much what it is. Hope you enjoy the videos. Thanks. Hit a like, subscribe, support the channel. Take care.